initially when I first began the test, there was frequent air bubbles passing through the fluid. However, the fluid stays blue, it does not turn yellow. And it was obvious there was air in the system and it was kicking it out. And this is actually not a terrible way to kick the air out. It seems like it actually kind of works. You just have to watch the level so you don't suck it up into the vacuum system, right? But other than that, I actually think this is kind of a cool idea. Kind of vacuums out the air, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anywho, so I've gotten a couple of air bubbles. I've been letting it idle and pulling the top helical hose back. And the heat is getting better as time goes on. And I'm not seeing air coming out of the solution very much anymore. The first time I did it to the point where it started to suck up coolant from the expansion into the tester. So I had to go out and disconnect it. And that's when I kind of hit my whole situation reset and I had to bleed air out again. So I don't want to have that happen again, but I feel like it's going to. Right now the heat is very hot from the vents. It feels very nice. It's working the way it should. I'm gonna rev it up. You can see that there's definitely fluid, air coming out of the fluid. And I really want to see if there's going to be any change in color here, but so far it doesn't appear so. Rev it way up, 5,000, 6,000. And the fact that I'm not getting any more air out of there, well, it is coming out. Okay, well, I was about to say, but it looks like we got a couple more coming out. But anywho, if you do this long enough, eventually you're going to start sucking up coolant, and you can see the coolant will begin to rise from the bottom upwards, and tester will fill with fluid, and then you got to go out and disconnect it. I don't know how exactly that works on a car with an unpressurized coolant system. I don't know where you hook it up directly to the radiator. Yeah, but anywho, that's how this one works. So you're just gonna be mindful of that. Right now the heat is awesome. But we'll see how long it lasts. Remember, the best way to bleed air or burp air from your cooling system on a B6A4 anyway, in my experience, is to do it with the motor cold. Open up the bleeders and let the fluid flow and burp through the bleeders, heater core, hose, and hard pipe bleeder.